All right, welcome everybody to our March um, team call. So I want to welcome everybody on. I am wearing my Lion King mask. So if you guys didn't know, for anyone that may be new on here, we are earning a trip to Disney World this year. I see Holly's background there is Disney as well. So anytime you feel, if you guys have any Mickey ears or anything Disney, feel free to always wear it to the calls because I most likely will have something on. I have a variety of face masks and costumes from the last time we went to Disney World, so I will probably be pulling them out. Now, this mask is very hot, so I probably won't be leaving it on very long because I can barely breathe in this thing. But I wanted to welcome you all on, and we'll be doing the drawing at the end. All right, I'm gonna take that bad boy off now because he's hard to talk in. I should have worn an airier one. I forgot how hot it was inside that mask. So the biggest things I want to focus on this evening is I want to share with you guys how to get more bookings from your parties. And so I want to focus on that because once we have our parties, the best thing to do is to get more bookings from those parties. Okay. So instead of having to just message people, in your Facebook list or your friends list all the time, it's really great to have people in your parties that you're interacting with and being able to reach out to them and booking parties that way. So I'm going to show you guys a few different things. And then I'm also going to share with you guys a document. And I wrote all this document out today, but basically we went to a leadership training in Texas a couple weeks ago. A few of us did, and it was amazing. So, myself, along with like 7 or 8 other leaders, put on this retreat training in Texas. And so there was some great speakers. It was great trainings, but one of the girls that attended, she's actually was in the Carol Rudu downline as well. So she's kind of one of my sister directors is what she would be considered. But she was one of the speakers there, and she actually is a top seller with Pampered Chef. And so I wanted she spoke at the conference, but then people didn't know she was a top seller at the time, so they didn't ask her a lot of questions. So what they did was they took a Facebook page and they asked her a bunch of questions about her sales and bookings and her parties and how she's successful. And she answered all of those questions on a Facebook post. And so what I did was I went through that Facebook post and I found some of the questions and her answers that I think are really great and I think would help us in our business. And so I wanted to share those with you as well. Okay. Now, I don't know if any of you have heard of the Everybody Wins post that a lot of people do in their Facebook parties. Raise your hand if you guys have heard of the Everybody Wins post before, or the messages for Everybody Wins. So some have, and it may be new to some. That's why I wanted to spend some time going over it this evening, because these are the documents I'm going to share with you guys are actually a couple different versions of how you can do it. So I always think that it's great because I've done it as well, but I think that it's also good to see how other people do it, take their techniques and tips and grow with it and say, oh, well, they added that. That's pretty cool. I didn't think about doing that. Okay. So even if you have seen it before, I think that the documents and what I show you guys will be really good. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys one of these versions first, and then I'm going to show you a second version. So I have two different versions, but the first one of the ladies that actually was at the retreat, she did one of the trainings about this, and she did a video in the airport before she flew home about the document that I'm getting ready to share with you. And so it's her in the airport. So just know that she did this on the way home from the retreat after everyone was like, hey, we really need you to share with us what you're doing and what's working. So I'm going to share with you the video first and her document, and then I'm going to share another document with you. And you can kind of see, because they're both a little bit different, but they both have really great ideas. Okay, so either one of them works awesome. Both of these ladies have great success with this method, using the words and doing what I'm going to show you. Okay, so let me pull this video over here and share my screen. Make sure you guys can see it. Okay, can you guys see that? Can you see this video right here with the lady in her glasses? Okay, awesome. I just want to make sure you guys can see it because I have two screens pulled up here. So, all right, so here is the first one that I'm going to share with you, and then we'll go through the document, and then I'll share with you the second one.
So hello, I thought I would explain my Everybody is a Winner. And again, I just kind of got a combination from Melody Govig and Yvonne Portisha and made my own checklist spreadsheet. And this is how it goes. So let me share my screen. Okay. All right.
Okay, I think the background noise we're hearing is her actually at the airport, because I thought maybe someone was not muted. But when I push play, I think it's just because she's at an airport.
This spreadsheet is what I use to keep track during the party, and has all the words on it. So up here, this row 1, I just type over this and put my host name in it. And then here are my 5 asks, and I simply just highlight the box once I've completed the ask that I'm doing throughout the party. Then as we move down the spreadsheet, the guest names go here, and I have them numbered over here because I want 50 people in the party, in the Facebook party. So whenever you do the welcome post, or it used to be called the right post, the welcome post, I copy those names and I just paste them right here, and they paste with a hyperlink to their Facebook. So you can click on the name and easily send the message. So when I welcome them to the party, the next thing I do is I send them a personal welcome message. Simply says, hi, Susie, I'm Rocky. I'm excited to be the consultant for Jenny's Pampered Chef Show. I wanted to welcome you, introduce myself, make sure you have our party link at your fingertips. Holler if you have any questions. Thanks again. So then I just check it off when I send the welcome. As the party goes on, so once I do that, I get all these guest names and I do that right post. The 3 days that my host is inviting. Once I get that big guest list, I divide it by 5. And so then I have here, so I've done their welcome, and then I just do Monday. So I just divide these people by 5. So just for easy math, let's say there's 25 people in the party. 5 will get Monday, 5 will get Tuesday, 5 will get Thursday, 5 will get Friday. And they will be the daily winners of the daily prize. So on Monday, I'll put up, Monday's prize winners. And this is what I post in the party. Congratulations to our Daily Door Prize winners. If you are tagged below, message me here for your gift options. Congratulations again. So I am hoping that they won't message me. If they don't, if they didn't respond, then I send the next message. Congratulations, you're one of the raffle drawing winners from Susie's party. Message me back to let me know you got this. If I don't hear from you, I'll draw again. So that's when I jump in and that's when I usually hear back from people. I got it, I got it. And then here's my second message, what I send. I say, great, I typically offer a key cookbook as a prize, but how about kicking it up a notch? She's just 3 friends away from scoring an incredible bonus. So to help her get there, I'm offering the winners, that means you, $10 product credit, you know, blah, blah, blah. You can read that. So hopefully she books a party. But if she didn't reply, then I go on to say, good morning. I wanted to make sure you got my message. What do you think? Would you like to upgrade your gift? And if she didn't get that, I know it's a busy time. Sorry, we haven't been able to connect. Here's your e-cookbook. Finally, you know, if I haven't talked to her, I end it with sending her the e-cookbook in this one. And then if she says no, okay, here's her shopping link, you know, if you want to help her place an order. So whenever they get a no, this is what I said. So I reach out when they get a no. Then I also keep track of these guests as they play the this or that, what I talked to you about. You know, those 4 this or that hosts with the kits. So I want to know who's playing those. And then I guess I don't have this one in here, but I also keep track now of my top contributor. Yeah, I guess I don't, maybe I do have that over there. Okay, let's see. No, but I'll put it in. Top contributor, you know, and who I'm reaching out to. So this is all about bookings. It's all about, you know, trying to create a conversation about Pampered Chef about the business opportunity. And that's how I use this. So I will post it. If you have questions, holler. If you have anything you can add, do you think it would be a great idea? Let me know. All right. I think my flight's leaving, so I'm going to go catch that right now.
Okay, so that may have been a little confusing for some of you. So I want to go over this document with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to stop share for just a second. So the way that I have done the Everybody Wins post, okay, just so you guys know, and it is in, let me pull up. It's been in the Evernote document with all of the party planning stuff. So, but we may have some new people on here that don't know what that is. So let me share that with you first. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to go about this a different way because it's not letting me pull up it's trying to make me change my password right now for my Evernote. I don't got time to mess with that right now. The document is, just so you guys can see, this. Can you guys still, no, I need to do I need to share my screen again. Okay, so here is Team PC Hotshots, okay? So if you guys did not know, here where in the featured here, it's always here at the top. If you click on this, this is where the outline is, okay? So this very first thing right here says the Google Docs step-by-step for having a successful party, okay? So if you click in this, it's the first link there before the outline stuff, and you scroll down to where it says virtual party schedule. Okay, so this is going to, hopefully it doesn't make me sign in again. Okay, shoot. Okay, so this is exactly how I run my party, what I do before the party starts, sending the packet, what I do each day in the party. It's all broken down. But down here towards the bottom, it says, here's how I've been getting all my bookings. Okay, so this is how I have been doing the Everybody Wins. So just so you guys know, this is what has been in here for a long time, but some people may not know that this exists, okay? So on the left side of the screen, you can click on engagement, and it shows you all the people that were engaged in the party, okay? The top people that were, and I go on to the top 3 posts where people were engaged in, and then I write down, you know, the names of those people, and I double check, you know, who else is ordered, okay? But here are the words. So I post this once the party's over, okay? So I post this, I tag one person that I send a gift to, okay? So typically that is someone that has ordered, you know, maybe they had a great order and they participated, okay? So they're going to be my winner that I send something to. And I usually send a Season's Best and a cutting board, one of those small flexible cutting boards, because they mail flat. And so I put those together with a little note thanking them, you know, they're the winner. Then this is the part. So these are people that participated in the party. When I go and check my top 3 posts in the party, and I look for those people's names that have a lot of participation. So these are all these people that participated in the party, plus those that ordered. Okay, so I post this as my last message. Thank you for all your participation. It's officially closing. Thanks. I thank the host. And then I tag, you know, the winner that's going to be getting the one I'm going to be mailing something to. And then here's all my other winners. Okay. So I post this, and then I post a little fun GIF, you know, just, thank you, you know, you guys are awesome, whatever. And then once you post it, all of these names will actually have their hyperlinks to their messenger. So I just go person by person, click on their name. It takes you to their messenger, and I message them. And then I message each person this. Okay. Hi, Haley. Congrats on being a winner in Sabrina's Pampered Chef Party. I want to thank you for your order. I usually give an e-cookbook as a prize, but I would love to upgrade your prize to a brownie pan or equivalent if you would host your own fast and fun online party. What do you think about surprising Sabrina and being one of her bookings for a big bonus? She only needs one more. We can do a party just like she did online, and it doesn't take much work to host it all. What do you think? So every one of these people that I tagged, it says here, please be looking for a message in your inbox from me. And I have my personal Facebook link, because if they click on that link, it takes them where they can message me, and they can click on that. And if I've messaged them, they see it easier. Okay, so this is how I do. I go through, look for participation, look for people that ordered, and I message all those people. Okay, so this is how I've been doing the Everybody Wins for a while now. Okay, and I do get quite a few bookings, because some people will write back and say, yes, I would like to do that for her, and I want the brownie pan. So basically, or it could be something else, you know, price equivalent, you know, and you can choose whatever thing it is that you feel comfortable giving them. It doesn't have to be a brownie pan. It can be whatever you feel like you want to give them. But when they have their party, once it qualifies, I add, I'll add that, whatever that gift is, to their party, and I'll use their discount. Or if they don't use all their half price items, you can make that product a half price item. And then you don't have to pay shipping because you just add it to the host order when they host their party. Okay. So I'm not mailing a brownie pan to them just for booking the party. I add it to an order, the host order, once the party, is in, ready to close, then I'll send them whatever gift, we've agreed on or that I'm comfortable with. Okay. So that is how the Everybody Wins post, I have done it. Okay. So what Rocky was sharing there is she does it just a little bit different. She does it throughout the party versus just sending the messages at the end, like I was just talking about. Okay. So she has this document, and this document is something I can share with you guys. Okay. So this is where she said she puts the host's name here. Okay. So she puts the host name, and then here is where you add each of the guests. Okay. So you add the guest's name. And does everybody know what she was talking about with the welcome post? Does everyone know what the welcome post is that she is sharing? Not everyone has their screens on. So I don't know who's shaking their head yes or no or what. But let me see if I can. Let me go into this party. Okay. So if you go into members, and this party's been closed for a long time. If you go into members, there is where you can message, and it says do a one-time welcome post where you can message everyone. And if you click on that, I go into that document that I was showing you guys, this one here. This has the welcome post up towards the top at the very beginning. It has the welcome post that she was talking about. So, okay, here it is. So this is a welcome post. So basically you go into where the members are, and it shows all of your, it'll say you have 25 members or whatever. And I copy this here, this wording, okay? And then I go in and I paste it. So it ends up looking like this. You welcome everyone, and Facebook tags everyone for you, okay? In the welcome post, that you don't have to type their names in. It'll one-time tag them, okay? So you tag everybody and you send this, and this just has like the ordering link in it, welcomes everyone. And then it tags everyone. This is my, and I put on here, what are the last 2 things you ate for dinner? 25 tickets for your answer. So this ends up being my most commented post because I put on there, what are the last 2 things you ate for dinner? And this post can tell me a lot about people. It can tell me, okay, do they cook? Do they cook fancy? Do they cook, just regular type meals? What kind of meals are they having? Do they go out to eat a lot? Could they use some Pampered Chef tools because they're constantly going out to eat, or they obviously love to cook because the salmon and shrimp dish that they talked about making sounds amazing, so it tells me a lot about the people. Okay. So this is what she was talking about. She takes this list of people and she puts it into that document. Okay, so that is what she was talking about, how that she puts that all of the people's names into the document. Okay, so that is what she was referring to. So on this part here, where she imports all the names, she just copies all of the people's names that Facebook tagged and then puts it right here. Okay, so what she does is she said she puts everyone's names here from that welcome post. And then she does a check mark that she welcomed them. If they ordered, she'll keep track of that too. And then what she said she does is she'll pick the first 5, Susie, Marco, Wayne, Danny, Sarah. Okay. And they're the winners first. Okay. And so here is what so here's the welcome that she messages them all individually. So everyone's name that's on there, she clicks on them, sends them a message, and this is just welcoming them into the party. That's like your first interaction with them. Okay, so this is the first few days welcoming them in. So then she divides all the people and she does like 5 drawings a day. And this is what she posts. Okay, so she messaged them, congratulations to our daily prize winners. If you're tagged below, message me here. Okay, for your gift options. Okay, so, and if she has not heard, so I think this is the one. Okay, so yeah, this is the one that she said, if you do not message me back, then she'll pick somebody else. Okay, so these are all of the responses that if they don't respond back or they do, sorry, we haven't been able to connect. Hey, I know it's a busy time, but I want to check in. I'd love to upgrade your prize for you. So these are just some of the responses if they're not getting back with her. Okay. So if they just saw it, and they're not responding. So this is a different way to do the everybody wins, but I like this way too. Okay. So this is more so contacting them from the beginning and messaging them towards the beginning versus the end, which is what I was doing. Okay. So there is that way. Okay. Now, when she referenced Melody Govig, this is Melody Govig's document. Okay. So all of this is written down. This is something that I can share with you as well. Okay. So she does hers just a little bit different too. It's all the same concept. It's all messaging. You're a winner, but I can send you an e-cookbook. Okay. So that the Pampered Chef e-cookbooks. Okay. Which if you don't know where those are, ask me at the end and I can show you where our e-cookbooks are. So basically you're telling them they are a winner and that you would send them an e-cookbook unless they'd like to upgrade and help the host out and book a party, then you will give them something else. Okay. And people will upgrade and book a party, if you throw that out there. Okay. So here is how she does it. So you can watch this video here. But so she does it. Okay. So she has a spreadsheet too that looks like she keeps track of. But she does a Friday, a Wednesday, and a bonus prize. Okay, so she does 3 days of drawings that she does. Okay, so Monday at the start of the party, Monday Blues. Let's start the party off right with a drawing. It's a Marvelous Monday giveaway. Congrats to the winners of today's drawing. So here's what you could do. Those names that we imported from the welcome? Pick 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay, so they're the winners for that day. Today's winners are, and you tag them in the post. Okay, so, and then you can use this picture, the Marvelous Monday. Okay, now here is Wednesday of the party. Okay, happy Wednesday. Let's celebrate with a drawing. If you're tagged in this post, you have been chosen at random as a prize participation winner. To claim your prize, message me. So there's her personal page again with your host name, then come back here and comment done so I can be on the lookout for it. Today's winners are tagged in the post. So she does a woohoo Wednesday, like on Wednesday, she does this post. And then you would just select 4 or 5 more off of your list. And they're the winners for that day. Okay. And then here's a Thankful Thursday giveaway. So same thing. See how she does the post. Look for me a message here. And then tags all the winners. Okay. And then, so instead of doing it at the end, like I was talking about, they're doing some giveaways throughout. Okay, and here's an example of a Friday post. So a happy Friday, let's celebrate with a drawing. If you are tagged in the post below, then you're a winner. Okay, so claim your prize, message me again. Okay, so you're getting them to message you, okay, because that way you don't end up in messenger jail. Okay, if they are messaging you, it's easier to respond with them. Okay, so here's Saturday the party. It's Super Saturday. Let's celebrate with a drawing. If you're tagged in this post, you have been chosen at random as prize participation winner. Okay, so this is just picking a few other ones. Okay, and then this looks like she does it Monday after the party ends. Bonus prize, one last giveaway. Okay, so she does like a bonus giveaway. Okay, so like Rocky was saying, she does them, you know, Monday, Tuesday. She just divides them up in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. She solely basically does off of that welcome post and just does random winners. Melody, it looks like she does about 5 days worth too. So you could divide them up the same way, but she has purpose behind her drawings. Like she has the Wednesday winner, the Thankful Thursday winner. Okay. So is this making sense or are you all confused? Unmute yourself if you have a question.
No questions. It's making sense to me.
Right on, Courtney. Anybody else have confused? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is confusing. People understanding. Okay, so I'm curious from the two different ways I've shown you, or maybe even from what you have done, what are you liking? What's grabbing your attention of, oh, I hadn't thought about that, or I like this, or this makes sense, or any feedback from what you guys have seen?
I love a spreadsheet.
Me too, girl. Me too. Spreadsheets are awesome. Anyone else have anything? I think the spreadsheet. Hold on, I'm gonna look in the chat here because people are talking here. Okay, I think the spreadsheet will keep things more organized for me. I love the spreadsheet and like the theme days in the second example. I agree, Heather. I like the theme days. And I have heard this, guys, I've heard this for probably 2 years now, but to see it written out and see examples, because people have talked about it before and they're like, oh, I just do this and this, but to go through her document and actually see, oh, this is how she's doing the days. This is how she's, you know, doing stuff. Holly, I know, has done the Everybody Wins post for a while too. That's how she gets all her bookings. She has great success with it. Just being honest with you guys, if you ask anyone in Pampered Chef right now, pretty much the majority of people that are getting bookies from their parties are doing some sort of Everybody Wins post, some sort, in some way, shape, or fashion. Okay. Holly, does this differ from how you do it?
Yeah, it differs a lot. Obviously she's probably getting more reactions. I don't get I mean, I do get some reactions, but a lot of times I don't get responses. So the way she's set it up, I can see it'll bring in more responses.
Yeah.
But I usually do it from like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sometimes I'll do it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But I try to do it the last 3 days of the party.
Mm-hmm.
And then I post something in the party that says, you know, you could be, you know, a winner. I'll just pick whatever, you know, subject,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a participation or something like that. And then I do like 7 at a time. If I have a lot of people in there, I'll do 10 at a time. But then I do it every day, the 10, you know, for 3 days. At the last day, I just go through and do everybody. So I message everybody.
Do you have a spreadsheet tracker that you use, or do you just write it down on paper? Do you think you would
No,
use?
I've got it on my boards. I've got boards and I just copy and paste it. Or I just copy and paste it from other, messages that I've sent. That's really organized.
It is very
I'm not,
organized.
I'm
Yeah.
not that organized.
Holly, well, maybe this will help you. Maybe we'll help you with the spreadsheet.
Maybe this will kick it up to the $1 million range. That's what
Maybe.
that's what I'm looking for.
And also guys, what I love, and I don't know if you guys use this, but I love to just pin stuff. If you guys see, you guys probably can't see, right? You are still looking at me. But if you guys see my pages here, like I have stuff that I pin all across here. And I love to do, like, if you see the parties right here, I just very easily was able to go straight to a party. But you also could pin like the documents. You could do the spreadsheet right here. So every time you go on to the party, you could just, have the spreadsheet right here too. And just, it's easier to access. Okay. So I love being able, like there's my team pages right there, so I have it all. So I don't have to look stuff up. I just put them in here. And every time I have a party, I just add them here. So I just go, and it helps you be less distracted too. If I go straight to parties and I have all my parties right here, then I'm not getting on
Can't see what you're
Facebook.
talking about.
What?
You can't see what you're talking about.
Oh, because I didn't click share. Hold
Yeah.
on. Yeah, here, I'm just talking right here. I'm pointing in my cursor and you guys can't see. Okay, so right here, see, I have parties, my groups. So under parties, when I have the parties, I add the links right here. So when I'm getting on Facebook, that way it helps me not get distracted and get lost in the reel. I could scroll through reels for like 5 hours, get sucked in and forget what I'm doing on Facebook. If I just go straight here to my parties, they're all listed here. And then I just go in and go boom, 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 and go in, and do what I need to in my parties. Okay. So same thing with my Facebook groups that I'm in the most. So if you just pin your stuff, here on the top, bookmark it, it makes it a lot easier to access. Okay. So I'm going to share with you guys, this document. Okay. And then I will, I'll also share with you the spreadsheet document too. So the beauty of this business is you can take, different things and you can make them your own. You can figure out, you know what? I kind of liked how she did that Monday, the welcome message way, but I kind of want to throw in maybe a couple days of, Wednesday and Thankful Thursday too. I think those are great ideas. So that's the beauty, is that you can take, and that's what Rocky said. She took a little bit of melodies and she took a little bit of this and she made it how she wanted to do it. Okay. So that's the great thing. But coming up with a system, using it and staying organized is going to be the key. Okay. Which brings me to our next topic. So let me find this document. If you guys don't have any questions about what we just talked about, I'm going to share with you this top leader. Okay. Can you guys see this here? Okay. So this is Leah Crossland. Leah Crossland, she is one of the top sellers with Pampered Chef. So these are questions that people asked her and her answers. Okay, so this is straight from a Facebook post and the comment section. But what this did for me was brought really good insight of, and when she was a new consultant, because her leader is also, a part of our Redo organization, our Uplines organization. Shelly told us one night at dinner at this retreat that she has always been this way. From the very beginning, she sat down, she made her list and she did the bookings every single day, and she has never stopped. Okay. So the consistency that Leah has is the biggest part of her success. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay. So, one of the first questions was, What are your top tips to get bookings in and outside of your parties? Okay, so she says, I don't do many reach outs outside of the parties anymore, but I used to do the birthday message for some extra bookings. And we can talk about the birthday message in a little bit. And I would normally get 4-ish per month from those. Obviously, past hosts are great people to reach out to. For inside my parties, I am using the form of the Everybody Wins. So she uses that too. I call mine the raffle winner instead. And the winners are the ones who didn't order. Okay. So she does it where the winners are the people that didn't place an order. Okay. So here's another question. When do you ask for the booking? Do you have a set day and verbiage, or do you ask after or with the thank you for your order? She said her parties end on Wednesday, and I normally extend until Friday. On Thursday, I do my form of Everybody Wins and start the booking asks. I call mine raffle winners instead, and the winners are the ones who didn't order. I am texting everyone who orders and thanking them for their order. And I do a recruiting ask. Okay, so she starts out with a recruiting ask first. Then, if they are not interested in the business, she follows up with a booking ask. Okay, and here's her booking ask. Hello, blank. It's Leah with Pampered Chef. Thank you so much for your order. You've been such a great guest in so-and-so's party. I truly think you'd make an amazing consultant yourself. We have 4 amazing launch kits to offer, and you can join for as little as $50, which is $25 this month. Say what? Plus, when you join my team and start submitting sales, you will receive several top products for free and cash bonuses through our Success Rewards program and trip points towards Disney. What are you waiting for? There has never been a better time. Have you ever considered being a PC consultant? Okay, so that is what she sends to every person that orders through a text message. Okay, so then another question that someone asked is, what are your non-negotiables besides the obvious? She said, as I mentioned, I don't like to get behind because it just ruins the whole week. So my main non-negotiable is to finish my to-do list every single day before I go to bed. So she gets into that just a little bit more in a second. So how do you partner with your host to get more sales or bookings? In my host coaching, I have a simple message for the hosts to send their party guests throughout the party. First, it asks for the booking, and if the guest turns that down, the host will ask for an order. But in the end, I am still messaging every guest in some way as well. So here's the part that may shock you. Okay. Someone said, how many parties do you do a month? She said, I like to do 20 Facebook parties per week in hopes that 18 of them stick. Obviously, not all of those will qualify. I would say out of the 18 to 20 parties per week, 5 to 6 on average don't qualify. That's why I overbook. So someone said, how do you manage that party schedule with a full-time job? She has a full-time job, by the way. So she works every day, Monday through Friday. Okay. How do you manage that party schedule with a full-time job and all of your customer and host interaction and reach outs? I know some of this was talked about, and I wish I had a video because I'm not the best note taker, and I was trying to listen. She said, no problem. I know I wasn't the best at going into much detail on some of them. So I automate or schedule as much as I can. And I have a system in place. I check in my parties once a day to interact and answer questions. I never stop doing reach outs. All day, every day, I set my timer for 30 minutes and send 6 messages throughout the day. Okay, so I think that is genius. We all know that we have pockets of time throughout the day that we can set a timer. So she sets a timer throughout different parts of the day and dedicates to sending 6 messages when that timer goes off. Okay, and she said there's not been a day that she hasn't done that since she started this business. So it is the consistency is the biggest part of her success. Okay, so someone said, I'm curious about your host coaching. She said, it's just the basic host coaching we've all been taught. But instead of messaging them, I'm scheduling those posts in a Facebook group. So what she does is she takes let's say 15 of those parties actually pan out. So 15 hosts are in a group together. She starts a Facebook group and she has all the hosts in that group. Okay, so she posts in there and interacts with them all in one group together. Okay, so she puts all of them in there. She said, yes, all the hosts for that week go into the same host group. And every couple of days, I go and tag everyone in the most important posts. I'd say 50% do everything I ask. I have 2 host-only groups I just rotate back and forth using. I delete the members and the posts. So she has 2 host groups, and she kind of she goes back and forth between which one she's currently using for that week. Okay, so once she's done with that set of hosts, she deletes them out, and then she's setting the next set of hosts in there. Okay, so can you outline how you track your party guests and reach outs and activity within your parties? She said the 2 main things I use, she uses an Excel spreadsheet and her binder. The Excel sheet has the host name, and I track the game winners, future party pick, and name of the people who booked, and date I submitted the party. I use the Control F feature to find the future party pick so I can message them if they are eligible for the 40% off discount. My binder comes with me everywhere. It has my guest list for each party. I track the reach outs, whether I texted or messaged them, and if they ordered. I track the people who booked parties. I also track the little things, like if the party was qualified, if the host placed their order, if I did a welcome post, if I created an event. Okay. Tracking these little things on papers keep me from having to take the extra time to log into Consultant's Corner to check. It's just all in front of me. So someone said, this may be a dumb question, but what is the Control F feature? So if any of you wondered that, someone did ask that, okay? So it says, not a dumb question. On your keyboard, if you click Control F, you can search and find any word you're looking for. In this case, I search for the past host's name to let her know about her future party pick discount. Okay, so I don't know if you guys knew about the Control F feature, but there you go. So it says, what are you doing in your parties to get a bigger show average? So her show average is $820, her average party. Did you get all set back? Okay. So her show average is $820. She said, I think it just goes back to host coaching. Also in my booking reach outs to the ones who didn't order. If they say no to the booking, I will say another way to help the host is by placing an order. No order is too small. So you'd be surprised how many orders come in with that message. So if she asks about a booking and they say no, then she is saying, you know, she's automatically saying another way to help the host is by placing an order. No order is too small. And she gets orders that way too. So someone said, do you send another way to help message before you give them the e-cookbook choices or after they choose and you send it to them? Okay, so she said, I send it right after I give them the e-cookbook. So basically they said, no, I don't want to host a party. So remember, those that didn't want to host a party, they're getting an e-cookbook. Okay, so she sends them the e-cookbook and then she will ask them about, an order. So she said, and then after so if they aren't interested in placing an order, then she sends an invite to her VIP message group. So she sends them to her VIP group then. Okay, so basically if she's starting out with, are they interested in being a consultant? Then if they're not, then she's talking to them about booking a party. Then if they're not wanting to do a party, then she's talking to them about helping the host through an order. And if they're not wanting to order, then she is saying, great, if you need anything in the future, I'd love to invite you to my VIP page group. Okay. So she's kind of going through those things. Okay. So it says, what is your VIP message? It says, I'd love to invite you to join my exclusive group for what I call my VIP group on Facebook. We party together in there each week with tons of products, tips, recipes, giveaways. Here's the link to request to join. I'd also love to invite you to join my exclusive group for what I call my VIP group on Facebook. We party together in there each week with tons of recipes, products, tips, recipes, giveaways. Oh, she just repeated that. Or maybe I copied it twice. I don't know. So that's the message in there twice. But do you offer incentives for your host to send messages to their party guests? And do you have them include you on the message they send? She said, no, I don't offer any incentive for them to send messages. They do know that doing so will help get more orders and or bookings. So that is their incentive. No, they don't include me in the message because in the end, I will also be messaging every guest in some way. So here's the question you guys may be wondering. How do you keep your motivation going with constant repetition of doing so many parties week after week? I don't run nearly as many as you do, and sometimes the boredom with the repetition drives me insane. I'll have to force myself to do what I need to do. How many weeks each month do you run your parties? So she said, I run parties every week of the month. Start on Friday, end on Wednesday. I honestly look at it as not being a choice. With that being said, I do enjoy it. Though I strive to beat myself each month, it just keeps me going. So she has, she's very driven on challenging herself to beat what her previous selves were. Okay, so she just continues to grow. So how do you get your host to invite more guests? Even if you remind and ask them daily. I'd say my party average of guests is 25 to 30. I don't do anything special other than reminding them daily to keep inviting everyone who eats and not judge someone on if they think they'd like PC or not. If they don't want to do that, then that's on them. How do you not get in Facebook jail sending messages? I was trying your send 6 every 30-minute trick, and after my first 2 sets of 6 today, I'm in jail. I definitely have that happen every once in a while. Sometimes if I can't seem to get out of jail, I just skip 1 day of sending messages. Even if my 24 hours are up, it seems to leave me alone for longer then. Okay. So I wanted to share some of those tips with you because I think what I learned most from this is her consistency, and where you may just be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do all the things all the time. But if you just set a timer on your phone, think about how many times you check your phone or get on Facebook in a day and just scroll or get lost in reels. Okay. If you just set a timer and say on these specific times, little breaks throughout the day, because she does work full time. So she sets a timer in time slots that she knows she has a break. As a reminder, okay, here is where I'm going to send 6 messages. Okay. And so she sends out those messages and she just reminds herself, and she doesn't not do it. She doesn't go to bed at night until she has messaged the number of people she wants to message that day. Okay. So that's one of the biggest just takeaways that I took from her is the consistency. Everyone can do what she does. It's not that she's doing anything special. It's just that she is consistent with what she's doing. And she makes sure that she does it and she keeps track of it. She keeps her binder with her all day long. So, she is tracking. And so I think that is super important. So does anybody have any questions over any of that I just shared? Comments, anything you noticed?
I always try to message people when I can't, when I have downtime, like at Liam's jujitsu. I will sit and message people, or while he's doing piano lessons, I sit down and I just go through and message people, or I message people like early in the morning and maybe try to do a follow-up with some people. That way I can just copy and paste and copy and paste, and I don't have to really think about it. So I do that a lot. I try to find niches of time to work. So.
You know,
Yeah.
one thing Leah said when I had breakfast with her at that retreat
Uh-huh.
was she does not allow herself any excuses. She just does it. She doesn't let, family be an excuse, or she's tired to be an excuse, or she has to do this, as an excuse. She just does it. And that's one thing that I learned from that director retreat from a lot of people is they do not allow excuses to keep them from working their biz.
Mhm. Yeah. I would agree with that as well, for sure. Because that's what I just kept hearing from her over and over again is just the consistency of doing what she's doing. For sure. Anyone else have any questions, comments, thoughts? Was this information helpful? Did you guys get some tips and thoughts from this information?
I thought it was very helpful. So I'm gonna study it some more in detail.
I will post the recording, and with the recording, I will post the links for these documents. Okay, so you guys have access, to these documents where you can track stuff on your own. So, and I would love to hear, on Team PC Hotshots, when you're doing some of these things and having success with them and what's working for you. We always love to see what is going well in your business. So always feel free to share, on Team PC Hotshots in your personal team pages, what is working, or, hey, I attended the meeting and I started trying this and it's working great, so people love to hear what is working, especially since we only have 11 on here. There's so many other people that did not hear all this information. Okay. So, feel free to share what is working with you too, because that may inspire some people to go, oh, I wonder where that recording is. I wasn't able to get on that meeting. So maybe, they'll come check stuff out then. Okay. Miss Christie, do you have our winners?
Do you want to pick a couple of
Numbers?
numbers?
Sure.
Hang on, let me.
Let's do number 5.
That is Courtney.
Yay. Courtney, will you do me a favor and message me your address? This also serves a reminder for me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do number 10.
Darlene.
Darlene. Awesome. Darlene, what's your last name? Oh. Darlene, are you there? I just want to make sure I have her.
It's Hupp, Darlene Hupp.
There we go. Is it Hupp?
PP, yes.
That's what I thought. Okay. I was like, that's what I thought, but we also have more than one Darlene, I think. So I want to make sure that was you. And Darlene, would you mind sending me a message with your address too, please?
Oh, thank you.
I will get, and I'm adding you as a friend right now, and same with Courtney. Are you not in Team PC Hotshots? Wait, hold on. Are you on Team PC Hotshots? Are you under Courtney Dawn?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. That would be why I was trying to find you. I've tried to tag you in other things, I think. Okay, so Courtney.
Probably, yeah. I did foster care for a long time, so
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
put my
don't
last
put your last name.
name there.
Okay, because I was like, I know Christy adds people to team, and I've tried to tag you, and I was like, I wonder what
Yes.
her
Yeah.
name is.
I
Okay,
just sent you a friend. I
Courtney.
just sent you a friend request too. So
done. I got it and approved it. Thank you. Well, thank you
welcome.
guys for being on here. I really do hope that it was information you guys can use in your business with your bookings moving forward. Because once we get, and also guys, Monday night is a booking blitz. So if you're like, man, my March is just not where I want it to be yet. Okay, we have a couple leaders that are going to be doing a booking blitz at 7:30 Monday night. I posted the link today. I have reminders going out every single day up until Monday. Okay, about the booking blitz. So if it's something you can jump on and join, I don't think the booking blitz are recorded. So if you can jump on and basically it'll be just live trying to get bookings. They'll share some words, some tips, and then you literally just spend some time trying to get bookings. So if you don't have the bookings that you want yet, be sure that you write that on the calendar and hopefully we will see you then. So, but thank you guys for being on this evening. I appreciate it. And we will talk to you later. Bye, guys.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.